please.
Hi guys, I'm Juliet and now I'm going to talk to you about Norway's prison system. First, I'm going to tell you that I divided this session into 7 parts. The first one is conditions in jails. Here, let's take Holden Prison as an example. The first fact is that in this prison there are no bars in windows. Also, each prisoner has enough space into the jail. And the third one is that kitchens are fully equipped with sharp objects such as knives. And the last one is that there is friendship between guards and prisoners. About recidivism, I have to tell you that Norway has the lowest rates in the world. It means that when a person comes to a jail and he or she goes out, this person never goes back to it. About ideology, and this is an very important point because the ideology is that prisoners are treated as human beings. This means that in jail there is rehabilitation but not punishment and not revenge. Also, this means that this whole system has a less punitive approach. The fourth item is about opportunities for prisoners, and here in Norway there are lots of labor programs to give people job and opportunities after going out of jail. They have also vocational programs such as woodworking, recording studios and assembly workshops. About imprisonment rates, I have to tell you that Norway has the lowest rates in the world. And about corruptions, as all prisoners have good opportunities and good conditions in jails, they don't have to look or to corrupt their process. Based in a research project of Virgin University called The Social Cost of Incarceration, I took several conclusions to you. The first one is that after 5 years of conviction, there is a 27% lower risk that convicts who have been in prison have committed new crimes. The second conclusion is that for the 60% of inmates who had not been employed for the last 5 years preceding the conviction, the decline in criminal activity is bigger. And the last one is that the risk that they have committed new crime after 5 years was reduced to 46%. This means that in prison and this whole process has a job or work as the key. Now let's talk about Colombia, and the first aspect is conditions in jails. And here, taking as an example La Picota prison, there are subhuman life conditions like overcrowding, violation of human rights and poor health conditions. This is completely different from the situation in Norway. Talking about recidivism, we can find that it is constant. In Bogota, during 2007, 6,500 people were arrested, and more than the half of this population were recidivists. This means that they were arrested twice or 3 times or more. The ideology in Colombia is completely different because it is based on punishment and revenge over rehabilitation. And about opportunities for prisoners, here we have that there is a financial deficit. There are few education and job opportunities to resocialize prisoners. Inmates are neither educated nor reformed. Such as job opportunities, we have that they had a few programs such as bakery and sewing. About imprisonment rates, here we have that in 1993 there were 29,000 of prisoners. and in 2012 prisoners' population increased to 127,000 people arrested. Also, talking about corruption, here we have that corruption rates are huge because some prisoners use money to have better life conditions and also to have benefits that other prisoners don't have. But of course, in Colombia we have poor conditions, but also we have to know the difference between these two countries because the population in Norway it is 5 million people, but in Colombia is 49 million people, so the difference is huge. Also, job opportunities and unemployment rates are based in Norway. The unemployment rate is the 4%, meanwhile in Colombia is the 11%. Taking into account both prison system and also the difference between both countries, I have several conclusions. The first one is that Colombia must improve its prison system. It's mandatory, but it is mainly based on people's perception of prisoners. Also, prisoners should be considered as human beings in order to incorporate them to society. The third one is that lifestyle conditions such as education, health, economy are demanding to reduce criminal rates. And also, even though in Norway prison system demands better condition, it is necessary to consider that Colombia has different conditions starting from the population and territory. And the last conclusion, and one of the most important ones, is that education is mandatory to reduce criminal rates in Colombia. Education should be reinforced in order to change the perception of criminals or to change criminals' perception of life. Also, job opportunities are important to reduce these rates. Thank you, that's all for today.